Thank you very much. I'm so excited to be here with you today. So many positive people around here. And as has been mentioned, I'm Sfiso Shabalala. The nice thing about GNLD, just for a start, is that you can change addresses as fast as you can. I used to live in Pietermaritzburg, and now I'm living in Poundtown. I wish, at the beginning, I wish to thank my sponsors, who are my sponsors, my directors, my leaders, my PDs, my everything. Mr. and Mrs. Mukwena, angicela nimbashayele ikhulu ihlembe kakhulu. When I got this opportunity of GNLD, I was a school principal. And at that time, I think I was at the highest peak of my life. I thought I had the best job, paying job in my life, being a principal, because I started as a school, just an ordinary school teacher. And people told me I am earning so low because I'm just an ordinary school teacher. If I upgrade myself and make sure that I get the highest post and become a principal, I'll earn the largest money that a teacher could ever get. Lies. All I got was the biggest table, a lot of work, and the smallest check ever I got in my life. What actually happened, I was supposed to live a life of a lie. I was supposed to live in a better place because I'm a principal, supposed to take my kids to a better schools because I'm a principal, to drive a car irrespective whether I do have money for installments or not. Just because I'm a principal, I was supposed to have a car. Yes, I complied to all those things because I didn't know there was GNLD then. I bought a car, and my first car was an ordinary Toyota Corolla because teachers can buy Toyota Corollas. I had my red Toyota Corolla, which I liked every day from the 1st of the month until the 29th of the month. On the 30th, when the installment comes, the bill comes there, I believed and I wished that I did not have a car, because only what this car was doing was to take 75% of my salary. And I couldn't afford it, but I couldn't tell anybody because I was principal and the whole community knew that I had money. And a Samaritan from my school, who was a post-level 1 educator, came to my rescue. I didn't know at that time. I thought she was just joking. She told me about GNLD, and I thought she was just looking down upon me that I am, as a principal, could sell soap, could sell care, and sell pills, being the wolf onderwijzer. I joined and I did nothing for several years because I couldn't even sell anything from GNLD. I was too proud to sell. Where was I going to sell? Because the same parents I'm controlling at school are the same parents that should be my customers. I can't go on my knees and beg for them to buy my LDC. But the reality set in that I needed more money because my standard of living was going high and my salary was shrinking every month. I had to move from the township and go to some of the nicest suburbs in Pietermaritzburg and take my children from the Model F schools to the Model C schools. And what was embarrassing is that I was driving my red Toyota Corolla and my wife was hiking, and I was a real principal. But GNLD came along and helped me, and I will never forget. GNLD also helped me. Also, I was a geography teacher. As a geography teacher, I would teach them about things like France, I will teach them about the air transport, the road transport, all those type of things. What was embarrassing also, because I was teaching Afrikaans and I have to teach them an opstel. Reis per vliegtuig. How insane was that? And I had to teach these kids and sometimes take them down to Durban Airport. And because I couldn't have money to ride one, we have to go up and stand up there at the viewing deck, and I'll show them through the window, that is an aeroplane, that's a vliegtuig. When they return back from that trip, when they never touched it, only saw it, not even directly, but through a window. And they will write a composition, and I will mark that, and I will fail them and pass them for something I've never touched, I've never been in. And I'm still sorry even today. But GNLD solved that one because he changed and made dreams come true. When we worked our business, my wife was so clever. She noticed this one was going to make it us rich. She was the first one to resign as a QSM. So just imagine, at a QSM level, she came to me and told me, I am resigning as a teacher. And within a minute, the answer was yes. She was asking and expecting a yes, but the yes was too quick. And she said, why are you saying yes so quick? And I said, because the money you are earning, I can't see it. You're earning 3,800 rand and you're using 3,500 rand for transport. You are just as good as unemployed. Just go to full time. With GNLD, we have traveled. As a geography teacher, you know sometimes you feel like traveling in these places. And GNLD, thanks to GNLD, as a teacher, remember I said my salary was very low. I couldn't take my wife when we married for a honeymoon. I told her on the first day when we married, you see, this is Fiso. This is your husband. You have everything in front of you. I am your honeymoon. Our first trip overseas was to Mauritius, to our 5-star hotel, where we were there for about 5 days in a 5-star hotel. When we were there at the airport, I said to my dear wife, look here, Bongi, forget about GNLD at this moment. I am the one that is taking you on this trip. This is our honeymoon. Thanks to GNLD, we had our honeymoon in Mauritius. We travel a lot through GNLD. We have been to Las Vegas, we have been to Mexico, we have been to London. Can you imagine, as a teacher for 20 years, I have never been to Cape Town, but GNLD made it possible for me. Tell me about GNLD. Wow. We were so busy and excited about this new opportunity in GNLD. It brought our family together. We were loving one. Do you know that when there's no money, there's always a fight at home? My wife loves me like at anything, and because of GNLD. We were so busy, occupied with the business, we forgot to apply for our child at school. She was supposed to go for a grade 1, and we did not apply because we were so busy. And the only school that was left was a private school in Pietermaritzburg. And she went there, and they applied. They said, we have space, grade 1. Grade 1, it's 15,000 rand. Remember, I finished college. I never paid 15,000 rand per year. It was so easy for my wife. She didn't even have to consult me because there was so much money. She just signed and she told me in the afternoon, I've enrolled the child at Epworth Private School. When we were teachers, I'll never forget about this opportunity. I had only the Toyota Corolla. My wife was hiking. And through GNLD, she's not hiking. I started with Toyota Corolla and I climbed up the ladder. She started from hiking through GNLD to a compressor. We don't have only one car each. I'm driving my double cab Isuzu. She's driving her own Toyota Corolla. But we know we can't trust these machines. Sometimes they break on the way. So we decided to keep the Toyota Corolla but upgrade it and have a new Toyota Corolla, and we call it, its name is called In Case Anything Happens to the two cars, there is a third car. I can go on every day. GNLD has made us to be respected in the bank. Have you noticed that you can have a tea, coffee, or juice in the bank? There is tea, coffee, or juice, but they don't give it to people who come and bank 1 rand or 2 rand or 1,000 rand. You only when you count lots of money. It was so nice one day when we were called by a bank manager to say, Mr. Shabalala, it looks like money is congested in your savings account. It's not good to keep it all in the savings account. Let's help you invest it. Wow, how would have I done that if I was still a teacher? GNLD is good. It changed my life. I'm stress-free, financial-free, and I see the future is so bright in such a way that I need very dark glasses. If this happened to me, I'm very, very sure it will happen to you. Thank you.